Hey guys, I am downtown on a city lot, and you know there's a convenience to living in the city, especially right downtown, because at this house here, any people that live around in this area, they have access to everything. Like right here, you can walk to the grocery store, you can walk to the post office, you can walk to the bank. There's a bookstore over here. I mean, you can walk anywhere, and right across the street there's a restaurant. So it's very convenient. But the biggest challenge that people have on a city lot, this city lot is 50 feet wide by 100 feet long, and 2/3 of that, or well, maybe a little over half, is taken up by house. And so the challenge that they have is not being able to have a very large garden. Some small grow boxes and whatnot, but so you have to be creative. And one thing that I'm going to review today is a system called the GreenStalk vertical growing system. So it's the perfect thing for people that live in a setting like this, or if you live in an apartment, or you just have a balcony and you just want to grow a little, some small veggies for your family and whatnot. This thing it's a really good system. So let me show you how this thing works. Okay, so this is how it comes, just like this. It's very well packaged. Comes in they come stacked together, all the different trays, and it comes wrapped in plastic with a little handle on it, and doesn't take up very much space at all. So let's pull this thing apart, and I'm going to show you exactly what you get with this. Okay, so here are the parts. I've got 4 grow tubs, 3 of these little gray watering trays, and then 1 large watering pan for the top. Now I went ahead and filled up one of them here to within about 1 inch from the top, and I want to position this watering tray here so where the holes line up with these cells on the outside. And it took, I'm guessing, but it was about 1 cubic foot of soil to fill one of these trays, so it holds quite a bit of soil. Okay, so I put this one on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the next pan or tray on, and it's got these little notches here for it, so it should sit just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same. I'm going to fill this one, put this one on, next one, and then we'll fill them up, and then we'll stack them, and then we'll get growing in it. All right? Okay, so I am correct. Each one of these tubs holds exactly 1 cubic foot of soil. So this is the 4-tier system. Now I looked online, and they've got a 3-tier and a 5-tier. So this must be a discontinued item. So, but it doesn't matter, because they're the exact same thing. They just have different amount of trays. So, anyways, now when I plant in this thing, now look at the top of this. Now, does that not look like a nice place to plant things? I know that's not its intended purpose, because this is actually called a water reservoir. So I guess you fill this up and it waters the whole thing. But boy, the propensity to not use this the way they intended. But no, I'm going to do it exactly the way they intended, which was to use this as a watering reservoir. But anyways, what was I going to say? I'm going to go ahead and plant everything in this from seed, and because I wanted to see how this thing does through the whole through the whole growing process. I went ahead and planted my seeds, and then I filled the top reservoir up. I had to fill it about 4 or 5 times before it actually started saturating this enough to be able to go down through every tray. I'm going to go ahead and do one extra step, and that's put some saran wrap around the outside, that plastic wrap for food. Put it around the outside of it to kind of create a little greenhouse effect. I've got all different kinds of things. I've got kale, beans, lettuce, broccoli, and all kinds of things in here. So when these start growing a little more, I'll point out exactly what is what. But so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this thing, and then we're going to let these seeds germinate, and then we're going to let it grow, and then in the next video I will do a follow-up to let you know how things are going. All right? Okay, so there it is, all wrapped up. Give it a little greenhouse effect here. And this plastic wrap is just stuff I got at the dollar store, so it's like 50 cents worth. So anyways, yeah, it creates this little greenhouse, and so I think that's going to help with the germination. So within a couple days I'll just be taking this off, and we'll be letting them grow. it's looking like that wrap did a really good job. This is only after just a few days. So, yeah, all right. Okay, and one last thing that I forgot to mention. I hope it's not too windy. I forgot to mention exactly how this thing waters. So what happens is when you fill this reservoir, it fills up and then it goes down through this hole here, and then that hole here goes down to the next tray, which is, let me show you right in here, that gray tray. That fills up. And so it fills that one fills up, and then it goes down to the next. So all these small trays fill up and water each one of these. But also, as these fill up, right here, these will fill up, and then there's holes in the bottom of these that will allow overflow to go down into here. So you're watering the inside part of this tray with this gray tray here, the pot I mean. So you're watering the inside of the pot with this tray, and you're watering the outside of the pot with the overflow from this. So I hope I make that clear, which that's one thing that I forgot to mention. I'm going to continue to do updates on this, so stay tuned to my channel to make sure that you follow along with how this thing works, all right? So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later.